Hello there everybody, this is Araxis. We're going to pilot the potential new series of a game that I love very dearly. I wanted to record this using my old laptop, but it didn't let me. But it is very dear to my heart. Made by Digital Anvil. Some of you may recognise it, some of you may not. Either way, enjoy the cutscene.
It was the 23rd century. Mankind's darkest hour.
Heart rate and respiration nominal. Life support online. Initiating cryogenic freezing. Commencing pod lockdown.
Online. How's it looking out there?
Launch, minus 10 minutes, counting.
Control?
Incoming hostiles, 10 minutes out.
Shall I abort?
Negative. Launch is still a go.
The war had been raging for almost 100 years. We had been fighting for so long no one could remember the reason why it all started in the first place. All we knew is that there were two sides, the Coalition and the Alliance. For decades, millions died for the same piece of rock, again and again. Finally, one side managed to gain the upper hand, the Coalition.
Carriers, going out of jump. All fighters engage.
ASF-1, we have liftoff.
Have you guessed what it is yet, folks?
ASF-2, you are clear. 3 is a
In
go.
desperation, the Alliance launched 5 sleeper ships. The hope was for them to begin again far from the war and strife that had befallen Earth, to start free from the prejudices that had divided us for so long. Each sleeper ship was christened after its patron nation. The Britonia, the Rhineland, the Hispania, the Kasari, the Liberty. Against all odds, the colony ships broke through the Coalition blockade and headed for the Sirius system. That was 800 years ago, when we came here to rebuild our lives. We've come a long way since then. We have grown, we have prospered, we have flourished. But we will never forget.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are playing Freelancer. Recently just reinstalled this bad boy into my computer. And now, I finally get to show you one of my favourite games of all time. So let's get straight into it with a new game. This is currently completely vanilla. No mods whatsoever because the mod manager never works.
Roger that. All systems show green. SA-14, you're cleared for departure.
Acknowledge Freeport 7.
Space station with 3 biodomes by the look of it, and a transporter leaving.
SA-14, we're picking up unknown contacts on long-range sensors. We're dispatching a fighter wing to escort you out of the system. Godspeed.
And a patrol of very heavy fighter defenders.
Navy Command, this is
Well, not very
Freeport
heavy
7.
fighters,
We're
but
picking up
heavy
some stray
fighters.
trains in the long-range sensors.
Oh no, what's happening?
Ships have breached the defense perimeter. Man all station.
Purple balls of light. Oh dear me. Torpedoes could only do that in-game. And only one escape pod survived.
President Jacoby has asked the LSF to investigate the sudden destruction of Freeport 7. No word yet on whether it was accidental or a deliberate attack. The first handful of survivors arrived on Manhattan this morning.
There is our protagonist, Edison Trent. But for the rest of the game he shall just be called Trent.
We're here for medical. Is there anyone seriously injured?
One. Inside.
That looks like the remains of that sleeper ship. It's the same shape. Or maybe they just based the design in homage.
Make sure he lives. He owes me some credits.
Your concern is touching. We'll do everything we can. It may take
He
a
only
while.
cares about his money.
Officially, the Liberty Security Force maintains
Shifty
there is no
man
proof
with
Freeport 7's
cigarette
destruction was
and
deliberate.
tattoo.
But sources inside the LSF say they suspect the dangerous criminal
Because
organization.
we'll never be seeing him again.
We will keep you up to date as the story develops.
And here we are on the planetary hood. It's just basic navigational tools. Look for a job in the bar. Straight to the pub then. We nearly been killed, but we're going to the pub. Anyway, as you can see, the only reputation that we have with people at the moment is the Liberty Police, which are friendly, which is good. I don't wish to be killed by the police. We haven't destroyed anything, we've only visited this place, so that's no good. We don't have a ship, we just have 500 credits to our name. And we're stuck on planet Manhattan until we get a ship, which is no good. Planet Manhattan, the New York system. Ships for sale, the Patriot, the Star Tracker and the Rhino. Lots of commodities. You can, if you wish, act like a merchant. You can buy commodities and fly to the system that sells them, that buys them off you for a higher price. This is possibly one of the most open-ended games I think I've ever seen that isn't a multiplayer online game, to be quite honest. Found in the year 1 AS, Manhattan was the first human colony established in the Sirius sector. Over the last 8 centuries, it has grown into a teeming world of 220 million people who live and work in a single city that covers a vast majority of the planet. Nearly the entire population is dedicated to the manifest destiny of the Liberty Free Market, and today Manhattan is the hub of a vast commercial network that stretches into almost every corner of Sirius. While going to Manhattan has become a commonly accepted phrase for leaving home to seek your fortune, the cost of living on Manhattan itself is extravagantly high. If a trend is new and exciting and expensive, then almost certainly originated here. That's Manhattan. Anyway, let's go to the bar because I don't think we can afford any ships at the moment. Well, we can have a look. There's the 3 ships we can buy. The Star Tracker, the Patriot and the Rhino. He's shaking his head already. He's telling us you've got no money, sir. So, here's the 3 ships. We have the Patriot Light Fighter, the Star Tracker Light Fighter, and the Rhino Freighter. And as you can see, we can't afford a single bloody one, the Patriot being the cheapest, and we still haven't got the money. So how are we going to get a job? Are we going to have to do some ground missions? Thankfully not. There is no ground missions in this game at all. It is completely space sim only. And so here we have the Liberty Fighter, the Patriot. It's a very, very small ship. It has 4 gun mounts but no turrets. So basically all the weapons are forward facing only. No rear capabilities. Has a 1300 armor and a cargo space of 25, so it has a very small cargo space because it's a fighter. It's not designed to carry cargo. It has batteries which are for shields and nanobots which are for the hull repair. And optimal weapon class is 2. That is basically saying that class 2 will give you good firepower to energy cost ratio. Max class is class 3. Additional equipment, you can carry missiles, countermeasures, and can't remember what CD is. I'll probably realise once I go to the equipment dealer. So that's basically the layout of all ships. It gives you details as well as a little backstory behind the ships. Ships that I will plan on purchase, I will probably read into more detail. But for now, let's go to the bar and find some work. People chatting and having a drink. And there's Trent with his brown puffer leather jacket. Wait, did they make the leather? Are there cows? Did they bring cows?
Ale, friend. Fine.
Sidewinder Frank.
Zane. She's a tough one.
Just Liberty Ale.
Oh, why's that?
She's LSF. All business. If it's a job you're wanting, that is. On the other hand, if you're looking for something more...
Well, the only thing I'm looking for right
that
now
man
is
is
this
tired.
drink.
Get some more sleep, my friend.
I know you.
No, I don't think so.
The news. I saw your face on the news.
Swear I didn't kill anyone.
You're one of the Freeport 7 survivors, aren't you?
Yeah.
I heard it was pretty bad out there. You know, you're lucky to be alive.
Huh.
This one's on me, friend. It's the good stuff.
Why?
Because it's not every day a man has the chance to start again, huh? To your good fortune and liberty, sir.
Well, it can't get any worse.
And you will only ever see that bartender one more time at the end of the game. From now on, it is the generic bartender which every system unfortunately has to share. This man over here, he is called Bob Swafer. Obviously the names will be different, but the model will generically probably be the same guy over and over again. But this guy, it comes up with a $sign because he will be able to tweak your reputation with other factions that may not like you, so that they won't attack you on sight. This man just has rumours. This man just has rumours, and that is a mission. The icon is a star, that means it's a mission. Sometimes these people here, if there's anyone standing about or sitting about, will have briefcases appear. That means they're going to give you a mission, or a job, which can also be found here. But the jobs that these people usually give out are slightly different, very random. Sometimes they can be very hard. But when you come back to them, if they have another job, they will greet you as if they will greet you in a more friendly manner, saying, "Hello again, Mr. Trent, blah blah blah." Anyway, let's get into the mission. Continue the story.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't have nearly enough people.
Junie, the environment has changed. Well, with groups like the Order taking more and more liberties, indeed now threatening our profits, some in the government feel that we need to increase our patrols in these areas.
You, Junko Zane?
Yes?
I believe you have business to discuss.
Wait!
I will leave this matter in your capable hands.
Sorry.
Oh, how she's going to regret hearing
work for the
that.
Liberty Security Force.
And who do you work for, Mr.
Trent. I work for myself.
What kind of ship do you have?
I lost mine on Freeport 7.
I see. Are you staying in Liberty long?
I've got a friend who was injured in the attack. He's in medical. I'll be staying at least until he's released.
Friend? Don't you mean bank account transfer?
Freelancer, Mr. Trent. I'll be in the equipment room later. You can meet me there. Oh, and if we are going to work together, call me Junie.
Oh, she likes you. Oh, he knows it. I'm guessing Trent must be a bit of a pimp. He knows when the ladies like him. Right, well, she said go to the equipment dealer, so that's what I'm doing. Scary pharaoh face. Not what I needed.
Hello?
It's a star... No, that's not a star tracker.
I'm pleased to see you.
Looks like a star tracker.
LSF, Mr. Trent?
But it's not a star tracker.
And yeah, I'm here to see what you have to offer.
Well, I found this ship for you. It's very basic, and you won't have jump access yet, but this should be good enough for now.
It should be good
this
for
assignment
now.
will be easy. All you have to do is babysit a convoy of food and medical supplies. You'll be hooking up with the escort CO King. I'll tell him to expect you. That is, of course, if you're interested.
So here's our first mission for the LSF, which is the Liberty Security Force, by the way. Objective: escort a convoy of food and medical supplies from Fort Bush to the mining colony on planet Pittsburgh. The mission's commanding officer, Michael King, is waiting to rendezvous in space near Manhattan Docking Ring. Difficulty: the LSF intel has classified this mission as low risk. Pirate attacks are considered possible. Reward 2,000 credits. Well, I could definitely use them because I can't afford a better ship. And she's actually technically giving me a free ship. This is not a star tracker, if you can tell by the fact that it is lacking the back pylons. It is a star flyer, which is the old version, so this is one of the oldest ships in existence. But I'll take it.
Sounds good. I'm in.
Good, better get going. I'll have your ship moved immediately. All you'll have to do is go to the landing pad and launch. King will be waiting for you near the docking ring in space, okay? I'll see you when you get back.
Thanks.
Yes, I know how to play the game. Right, so now when I click on the inventory, it comes up with ship info card and weapons. So I have an extra gun/missile slot, mines and countermeasures on this ship. And it is the Starflyer. Manufactured in the heartland of Liberty, the 750 was the most economical ship of its class. With ample cargo space and improved handling over previous models, this ship distinguishes itself as the veritable workhorse of the working man. Right, so every ship comes from a particular area. This is a civilian Starflyer. All civilian ships will have this similar sort of brown look to them and shape. You have civilian ships, then you'll have your Liberty ships, which is the Patriot style ones, which are more designed for their defense forces. And then when you go to other systems, they'll have their own type of ships. Pirates have their own type of ships, and the outskirts have their own type of ships as well, like their outskirting systems, which aren't really aligned with any of the particular areas. Okay, that's pretty much that. But unfortunately, this is the weakest ship in the game as well. And I don't think I've got enough money to buy any extra equipment like a missile launcher or another gun, because I do have one more hard point, and I would rather have extra firepower straight away than having to deal with only 2 guns. So, but I don't know if I've got enough money. 500. I've got just enough money to buy a Lava Blade Mark 1, or another Justice Mark 1. Can't even afford a Javelin missile launcher, which is a shame. No way am I going to get any of them anytime soon. But basically, the difference between weapons also, you have plasma cannons or laser cannons, or tachyon cannons, or any other type of cannons really. And each particular type, like laser, plasma, etc., all have different damage styles. Some weapons do massive damage to the shields but nothing to the hull. Some do massive damage to the hull but nothing to the shields. They all have different. Some of them have different ranges. Some of them have different projectile speeds. Some of them will actually go from your gun to the target quicker. Any fire refire rates, or how fast it'll chain out fire. So this is a very fast weapon, the Justice. In comparison to the Lava Blade only fires 2 per second. Whereas this fires, well, not per second, but this will only fire 2 shots per 10 seconds, I'd imagine. Whereas this will fire 8.33. And obviously the energy usage as well is very important. Your ship has a certain max energy. This will only use 5 energy. This will use 20. But as you can see, the damage output is massive in comparison. And obviously, also, before I forget, each type of weapon, say for instance a plasma weapon, is most effective against graviton shields, but it's weakest against molecular shields. And this is most effective against positron shields, but weakest against graviton shields. Okay, every type of shield has its own classification, which is strong and weak against a particular type of enemy fire. Okay. But anyway, as you can see here, the Lava Blade is primarily designed for hull damage. It does 97 hull damage to the Justice's 16. It also does more shield damage, but it's a lot slower and it drains a lot more power. And it also, the projectile itself is slower, quite a bit slower. So if I was going to get something else, I'd either get another Justice for now, or I would save up and get a Javelin missile launcher. Although in saying that, I could also get an Eraser missile, which does shield damage. It's an EMP shield, missile. Or I could save up a little bit extra and get the homing missile launcher. The Javelin, granted, does do a lot more damage, but as you can see, its turn rate on this is only 2.9. Whereas the Stalker's is 4.36, which means it'll turn and lock onto the target a lot more effective than a Javelin. But if a Javelin does hit you, it is going to do a damn sight more damage than the Stalker. Okay. Anyway, I think I might leave my money for now, actually, because I would prefer to have a missile launcher. You also need to buy ammo for the missile launcher, which is fairly inexpensive at the moment. This is my shield. I have a Sentry Light Fighter shield. It's a graviton based shield, and I have a thruster which burns out to boost my speed when I'm not in cruise. And then finally, nanobots and shield batteries, which repair shields and hull. But anyway, let's get into space, do the first mission, and then that'll be an episode, I think. Let's launch into space with my Starflyer extraordinaire. A swoosh! As it zips into the sky. Right, so we're busy, we just gotta make King. Not too much fanciness really, just gotta meet up with King. Who's right there?
Trent. I'm King, the CO of this mission. I contacted the lead transport of the convoy. They've completed pre-launch checks and are ready to go. Should be an easy run from here to Fort
So as you can
Bush,
see, King is in a Patriot because he is a part of all of the security force, so he has a military ship.
Good to meet you, King. Is that a Rhineland cruiser? That's the Donau, Admiral Schultzky's flagship. He's visiting Manhattan to attend a high-level meeting.
The Rhineland are essentially the Germans, the Liberty are essentially the Americans, the Britonia is the British, and the Kasari is the Japanese.
Affirmative, Donau. You are cleared for docking point 6. Liberty
Each area has its own style of ship. As you can see, the Rhineland is a green tinted ship with green engines.
Advise caution.
Enemy contacts? How dare they!
Affirmative. Ready to engage.
Roger. Tracking incoming ships.
That looks like a nasty ship. It's got big cannons.
This is Newark Station. You are entering restricted space. Alter course at once or we will open fire.
Newark, do not interfere. We're here to protect the president. Schultzky is a traitor.
Whoa!
Red alert. The Donau is hit. Launch all rescue and defensive units. All other fighters engage enemy ships.
No!
Oh my god.
We need to take out all the red targets and the green targets. I've actually forgotten how to lock onto enemies. I should have reread that, but never mind. Right, so the blue bar is shields, the red bar is hull hit points. And that little swine decided to drop engines to let me fly in front. They don't seem to be targeting me, however, they're targeting the Rhineland vessels. Right, so on me, on the bottom there, we have yellow bar, which is energy for weapons. If that runs out, you cannot fire weapons. These justices do not drain weapons, they do not drain power at all, because they're so light. They're so light on the energy. Blue, again, is shields, and red is hull. Whenever they get low, you can use battery or nanoprobes. Nanobots, sorry, not nanoprobes. Whoa, and he burn out.
That was the last one, Newark. Confirmed. No more enemy
And we
contacts.
got loot, which pops up as a treasure chest at the bottom here.
Report. Did you pick up any survivors?
And if I press B,
Negative, Newark.
I get a
We're
tractor
continuing
beam
our
which
sweep.
pulls it in.
To all
Let's see what I
utility
got.
ships in the area. Scan
It wasn't
for
any
survivors.
equipment.
All
If it's any
other
equipment that
vessels
isn't equipped,
return
it will
to
automatically
normal
appear
duty,
at the
but stay
bottom.
alert.
So what did I get?
There's
What did
nothing
I
more we
get?
can do
Construction
here.
machinery.
The transports are waiting at Fort
Where
Bush.
do I get?
I've uploaded
Manhattan,
a waypoint to your
129
neural net.
construction.
Just fly toward it.
But once I visit more areas, then I will be able to...
I can't believe it. How did they get this
I'll
close
be able
Manhattan
to
without being detected?
find out where it'll sell for the most. Shift W will enter cruise, which is a lot faster, but you cannot use weapons whilst you're in cruise. You can drop countermeasures whilst you're still in cruise, though.
Alright, we've reached the trade lane.
And then you have these options at the top. Free flight, which is what I'm currently in.
Trent,
Go to will automatically go to where I need to in the most direct route. And then dock, which will dock with any trade lanes, which is this, which is like a hyperspeed. Docking rings to get into planets, or ships which are dockable, like battleships, capital ships.
Activation sequence completed.
As you can see, we go a lot faster in the trade lane, so it's worth using the trade lane over
Trent.
flying in free space.
This is one of the major arteries through Manhattan space. We're only taking it as far as Fort Bush. If we kept going, we'd reach the jump gate to the Colorado system. Transport leader, this is LSF Patrol Gamma 6.
Tab lets me
We're
use my
here to
thruster, which
escort
is
you to
like
Pittsburgh, over.
Roger,
which is
Gamma
like
6, this is the USV Brent.
boost in
Pre-launch
speed,
checks have
but
been
it
completed.
is
Trent, take up a position
burns
near the
out. That's my
transport.
thruster. Once that
Use the
gets to
formation
0, I
maneuver to
can't use
link
it
up with
anymore.
the convoy.
And I'm going to enter formation,
This
which
is
is this last one, which
transport
basically
leader.
means
All
I
ships are
will
in
match
position and we show
speed,
green status.
heading, everything. I will just follow the ship
We heard the news about
in a
Shulsky.
kind of
What happened?
The planetary defense grid was offline and the order managed to break through.
escort
They
fashion.
took out the Donau with their first missile salvo. We never had a chance to stop them. Looked like
Page
the order
goes
was
to
determined to keep
turret view.
Shulsky from meeting
So
the
that
president.
makes me let me turn
Hard to
around to
believe
follow
that this
any
could
turrets
happen.
I've got. I don't have any
We
turrets, so
better get
basically
going.
this is just like a free camera
Let's hope
at
for
the
the
moment.
best. Several convoys have come under attack in recent weeks. The rogue problem has gotten out of control in this area.
So basically, we've got to watch
Don't
out for
worry,
pirates.
that's why we're
Apparently,
here.
there's a lot of piracy problems in
Activation
this
sequence
area.
completed. Lane
And
jump
whoosh away.
initiated.
Come out of there because I know for a fact that we will not get here so smoothly.
Alert! Trade lane disruption detected.
Oh, damn it. Enemies detected. Let's go. I know how to do that.
Get your weapons ready. This could get rough.
This could indeed get very, very rough.
Trent, break an attack.
Yeah, you can also destroy bits of the ship right there, which will affect their flight performance, it'll affect their maneuverability, etc. Pirate ships, because they fly around like this all the time, you will always pretty much take the back fins off. Although that kind of damage will more likely drop things for you, such as like that construction machinery or scrap metals, or if you target specific areas on the ship like weapons and pop the weapons off, you can sometimes pick up the weapons in a damaged state and get them repaired. So that's sometimes quite nice. You weren't getting away from me. There goes the back fin. Haha. Something popped off one of them ships, so I've just picked it up, pressing B, and now I'm just going to go back to work blasting the backside of this ship. So the beginning missions, obviously, they're just going to let you in it easy. They're not going to give you anything difficult. These pirates really don't do much damage to you at all, if anything really. Sometimes something else dropped a couple of things. The most regular drops is shield batteries and nanobots. It just gives you a nice supply of them, so you don't have to waste money buying them. Don't have to worry about buying them too much. And as you can see, it's just shooting fish in a barrel at the moment. But it is the start of a beautiful friendship with me and the lasers of Pew Pew. Yeah. Don't you target me. Come here. Because I'm in such a small ship, I can flip and turn with incredible ease, which makes it very difficult for these fighters, which again are light fighters, but I don't think they're as manoeuvrable as the Starflyer. Makes it very difficult for them to actually get away. I can keep them pretty much in the centre of the screen all times. Means I can just plow into them. He's desperately trying to get away. He's not going to though. Ah, you are mine. Got another shield battery there, and there's just one left, so it's 2-on-1. Me and King. You'll find that NPCs of importance, such as King or Junko Zane or anything else like that, anyone else like that, will not die.
Last one. We better get out of here.
They can be reduced down to like a sliver of health, but they will never get destroyed.
Couldn't agree more. The trade
going
lane
to
is
re-enter
back
formation
up.
with these.
Wait! Radar shows new targets. Gamma 6, we have to make a run for it.
There's only 2 more rogues. We could take them. We could take them. Okay.
Everybody stay on course. Trent, do not engage the pirates. We have to get the convoy out of here.
Ah, but I wanted to. Right, so for that effort I got 3 scrap metal, a couple of 1 shield battery and 1 nanobot, because you start off with 3. G and F. Right, well that's useful because I couldn't remember the shortcuts. Whoa, that's a lot of rogues. Didn't get any weapons, didn't get any ammunition, didn't get anything else. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Never mind. So that was our first space fight. Not much to say, unfortunately. I do apologise, but that's the way the game is.
Everybody in one piece?
Barely. That was close. Thanks for getting us here in one piece, Gamma 6. We almost didn't make it.
Almost didn't make it. You only had 4 rogues to deal with, then you flew away. Even the turrets on your ship could have managed that.
Thanks for playing the bait.
Now it's your turn to reel him in, King.
Play the
We're
bait?
gonna unload our cargo.
What, so these transporters were just playing bait for something else?
I'm transferring the payment to your neural net account.
Understood. Transport leader out.
Hey, King, what's going on? You'll see soon enough. Go ahead and land on Pittsburgh. I'll meet you on the surface.
Right, so to land on any planet you need to use these docking rings here. If you just try to fly into the atmosphere, you will burn up and die. Congratulations, you advanced to pilot level 1. You can now buy other ships which are better than the Starflyer instantly, just by buying them. I might do, or I might keep the Starflyer for a while.
Understood.
I don't fancy buying a ship just to replace it immediately after. Which is what I have a tendency to do. Although in saying that, you can do side missions to bulk up your money very, very quickly. So it's not too much of an issue. Because it usually take about 2 or 3 missions to get enough money to do whatever you want to do in this game. You don't make it grind too horrendously.
Trent. That's the mining operation. Not much to look at. A lot of rocks, smoke, and fire. But what it lacks in class, it more than makes up for in cheap drinks. Set your ship down on one of the landing pads over there.
King knows how to party. Go to the cheap bars first, get smashed, and then go somewhere swanky later. And there's King landing in his Patriot, showing off that he has a better ship again. Damn you, King. I will have a better ship than you one day.
Nice job, Trent. Now I believe I owe you some credits.
Hey, King. Did you know it was gonna get hot out there?
We're not done yet. We're just waiting for the others.
What others?
We've suspected for some time now that the Order has had ties to organized crime and Liberty. They
do
may
apologise
even
for
be
the
hiding
lag.
a secret base.
It should be
I
jumping
think
on a
we're onto
computer
something
of
here,
my
and I've
spec.
called for backup. We could really use you out there, Trent.
Damn you, Fraps.
All right.
Damn you to hell.
This had better be worth it.
It will be. I promise you. Oh, and, Trent, now that you have a little scratch, I'd look into outfitting that pile of junk you're flying. Try the equipment dealer over there. He always has good deals. I'll see you in space.
Well, I would like to argue with you, King, but that is definitely a pile of junk I'm flying, so I will not argue the toss with that. Shame, she's a pretty ship, but she's useless. So anyway, there is on Planet Pittsburgh a ship dealer, but it only sells the Rhino. The Rhino, being a freighter, does have turret capabilities for 360 fighting because it is not designed to be a term fighter, or a dog fighter. But I don't think I'm going to be a trader. Maybe not just yet anyway. Might become a trader later on, just to show you a bit of trading. But for now I want to keep with the fighters, so there's no point in buying a ship. The equipment dealer, however, does sell some different stuff to Manhattan. For instance, you can get star beams. Star beams are like justices, but even weaker, if you can believe that. They do 2 less hull damage and 1 less shield damage. They're exactly the same speed and refire rate, but they use less energy. It's a civilian laser cannon, whereas this is a Liberty laser cannon. The advanced star beam is better, but why would I buy an advanced star beam when I could just go back to Manhattan and get the advanced, get the Justice Mark 2s, which are probably better even still, so I'm not going to waste my money on that. I could now technically afford, well, I could not technically about it, I've got more than enough money to afford a missile launcher, which is definitely tasty sounding. I think I will get, I would get the Stalker missile because of the massive turn rate, locks on a lot better, but I think the Javelin pack the punch a lot nicer. Or maybe get an Eraser actually. Get rid of the although the shields get taken down fairly quickly at this point in time anyway. It's only later on with the bigger ships where the shields become quite a problem. I think I'd stick with the Javelin for now because it's the whole damage I really need to plow into. Or I could just go with another laser weapon. I will decide that in the next episode, I think. Not much point in deciding on that yet. So anyway guys, thank you very much for watching the first episode of Freelancer. Next time we're going to be meeting King in space above Pittsburgh for our next mission. He's offered us more money, more glory, more battles and more blood. So hopefully it shall be quite fun. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. And this is Araxis signing out. Thank you and goodbye.